Hello there ladies and gentlemen, how you doing? It's Alexander Hilly123 here and it's time for a new video. And as you can see from the title, as you can see from the screen in front of you, today we're playing Football Manager 2012, of course, as you know by now, running on Windows 10. And this is the last one of these that I'm doing. I've done 2005, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I've not done one for 2011 because I did a video for 2011 many years ago just talking about the series. There's no point in doing another one for 2011. Because I followed this blueprint of these particular videos. All we're doing is looking back at the French, German, Spanish, Italian and English leagues. At the end of the season I've holidayed. And for me, this is the best Football Manager. For a lot of people, I saw a post on the Sports Interactive forums back in about 2018. And maybe 19, about 3 or 4 years ago. And apart from the old classics, this was the best and most loved modern one, apart from the one that had come out that year because it was probably fresh in people's minds. But yeah, I think this is the best modern one, if you can call it that. But now obviously it was released 11 years ago, towards the end of the first season. It's now like 10 years since it was released, and since this season. So I think this is a good place to actually end it. I'm going to do Champman 3, or is it 4? Champman 4 I think it is, which is the 2002-2003 season later on this year, and then Champman 03 or 4, but then we're essentially going to be all done with the Football Manager kind of retro look back videos. But this is my favourite Football Manager and I hope it gets some views. The old ones tend to, the newer ones tend not to. These are fully, playable on Windows 10, and because of the resolution it should look better than some of the other ones did. Sometimes they're a bit blurry. But ladies and gentlemen, as you can see with this one, I've got a logos pack as well. Shows you how much I've played this one because I usually don't bother with them, but yeah, indeed I have. Do we have kits as well? We'll find out when we get to Premier League. Anyway, Granada, Rayo Vallecano, and Real Betis getting relegated, ladies and gentlemen. Real Zaragoza and Mallorca, Athletic Club, Malaga, 11th. Pretty poor for them. They had a pretty good time of it around this time, Malaga. Sevilla in 9th. Atletico Madrid in 6th. Improving. They were shit on some of the older FMs, but they've got some good players here. Koke is still there, ladies and gentlemen, at the age of 20. And I've got to say as well, the skin for FM12 is very like Microsoft Excel. It looks kind of boring, it looks kind of dull, but I love it anyway. There's Diego. Is that the one who used to play for Wolfsburg? No, Werder Bremen. Ah, Wolfsburg. Okay, fair enough. This is what we do in these videos, guys. We look back and remember that Thibaut Courtois was on loan from Chelsea in the 11-12 season. I forgot that. He was essentially David De Gea's replacement. He went to Manchester United that summer. Incredible. Forgot this. Valencia in 5th, Villarreal in 4th, Real Sociedad in 3rd, Barcelona losing it to Real Madrid. Real Madrid do tend to win the league on these older FMs from like 2005 to 12. Carlos Vela, did he go to Real Sociedad? After being on loan at West Brom. Jesus Christ, this game, I don't know, man. There's just a balance to it, and I think this is the last Football Manager that was simple enough for me to enjoy full fat, and then after this it just got way too much. Personally, that's just me as an old school fan. And we're going to change it here to selection info. Have a look at Mr. Lionel Messi, ladies and gentlemen, scoring 40 goals. Look at those dark blues, and I really like here that the blues are very defined. You can see them clearly, and yeah, I really like this font, this skin. I've got a few other skins to show you guys though. Cesc Fabregas now at Barcelona. His time there was a bit mixed, wasn't it? David Villa, Alexis Sanchez, straight from Udinese this summer. Dani Alves in his prime, 29. Hey, that rhymes. Abidal, yeah, this is an amazing team. Barcelona. Was this, let's see, was Guardiola there in 11-12, or was this his last season? Yeah, this was his last season. Let's just check out the Real Madrid team as well, who won the league. Higuain blasted in goals. Mesut Ozil's now there. Kaká still there. Benzema, Ronaldo. I don't know who won the Spanish league this year in real life, but here he is, the main man. He's got a 5 strain. He's pretty amazing. Maybe some of those mentals aren't so high though, but he's still incredible. 31 goals, not quite as much as you expect perhaps. And yeah, fantastic midfield. Sami Khedira is a good player in this game. Signed him a few times. Ricardo Carvalho went to Real Madrid, ladies and gentlemen, after leaving Chelsea. Let's have a look at the Spanish Cup quickly. Final. Villarreal beating Real Madrid in extra time. Giuseppe Rossi with a goal there, ladies and gentlemen. Rafael Varane, Marcelo in his early days at Real Madrid. Oh, his early days? No, it's not. Bloody hell. Christ, it seems like he's been there like 15 years. Fabio Contreras, some great names. This is just, I don't know, the nostalgia's more impactful here for me than it was on like FM 2008 because I'm more used to this game. If you guys don't know, I did mention that after playing the older FMs like 5, 6, 7, I had a break from 2008 to 2010 and only came back with 2011. So, yeah. This one I played. This is the only Football Manager game I've played over 1,500 hours in, so it's quite a lot. Siena, Navarro, Parma relegated. Holy shit. Roma in 16th? Ladies and gentlemen, are you seeing this? Are you witnessing this? Bojan on loan. Yeah, he's 21 now and seems like he's not going to make it. Eric Lamela before his Tottenham move. The Englishman, Simone Perotta. If you know, you know. Simon Kjaer, Gabriel Heinze, did he actually go to Roma? I tell you what though, this squad isn't great, and maybe in real life around this time, Roma was struggling, I think, on this FM. Yeah, there you go. You can see the media prediction now. This is really good, I must say. But, awesome. Udinese in 15th. Atalanta mid-table, Napoli in 5th, Juventus in 4th, Lazio doing very well indeed. Remember this guy, he was a good player. 1 million. Did they really sign him? Not sure, but they've got themselves a bargain. Anyway, Miroslav Klose is still going at 33 at Lazio, ladies and gentlemen. There's no stopping the man. A lot of names I don't actually know, though. Inter in second, and it's AC Milan in first. Very young Lucas Digne has been purchased by Inter Milan, I do believe. 1.5 million, an FM legend well before came to England, ladies and gentlemen. And look at this. Forlan, Melito, Mario Zarat, remember him? Bloody hell. Hamsich, they bought him, I think, haven't they? Freddie Guarin, an old Football Manager legend. Actually quite a first team player for Porto for a few years. Cambiasso in there. Walter Samuel, 34. The peak of this Inter team, I do believe. But it's AC Milan who win the league with Alexandre Pato. Stats don't look as good, but he's blasted in the goals. Ladies and gentlemen, he's still here. It's Filippo Inzaghi. He's played 24 games in the 2009-10 season. Seedorf still there, Gattuso. This is just legendary, man. Mario Yepes went to AC Milan in his later years. 36. As I can see now as well, a lot of players have got their own face packs, which is cool. Italian Cup, ladies and gentlemen. I want to keep this under 20 minutes. Let's see if we can. Awful season in the Italian league, but they won the cup. We see this quite a lot where a team have a shit season in the league and then end up winning the cup. Co-owned by Roma and Parma. Fabio Barini. Daniele De Rossi, possibly the best mentals in the game, ladies and gentlemen. I'll let you decide. And now we're going to Germany. Will Bayern Munich win it? They tend not to in the older FMs, but they're back on top now. And it does make sense when we check out the squad in a minute. Augsburg, Nürnberg, relegated. Kaiserslautern nearly going. Hoffenheim nearly going. Hamburg not having a great season. Wolfsburg and Leverkusen in mid-table. Schalke, Stuttgart, Werder Bremen. Some big teams here. Dortmund as well, ladies and gentlemen. And Jurgen Klopp's last couple of seasons where he's really pushing Bayern Munich hard. Lewandowski and Shinji Kagawa, the main men for the team. 14 goals in the league for Kagawa. Absolutely fantastic. Sven Bender. Hey, keep it quiet in the back, no laughing. Subotic, Hummels. Oh, look at this. A young Gundogan. 21. Damn. Ivan Perisic, forgot that he was at Dortmund. Was he actually? I need to see this. Ooh, I'm not sure. I do apologise, ladies and gentlemen. I said I wouldn't be doing this shit, but here we are doing this actual shit. Oh, wow, that's real. I didn't know that. I never knew he played for them. Incredible. Let's just check out the Bayern Munich team. Sorry, guys, if you want to see more. God, this is the best Football Manager, I'm telling you. Mario Gomez with 20 goals. I didn't realise this guy was a pacey player. I never really watched him play, but I thought he was a slow cart horse, but no, apparently not. Thomas Muller. I said in FM 2010 that he wasn't that good on the game, but now, as you can see, he's incredible. Not that technical, but everything else is amazing. And I think Bayern Munich would go on to have better teams and squads than this, but it's still pretty fantastic. David Alaba before he went into the defence. Toni Kroos should be coming world class now, 22 years of age. Phil Lahm going to be towards 30 now. Manuel Neuer also made the move to Bayern Munich. Let's check out the German Cup. Was it a double for Bayern Munich, ladies and gentlemen? It was not. Frankfurt. And in some of these old Football Manager games, what I remember is some of the bigger teams, and this was the case on FM12, it's kind of dumb. They put out the reserves in the Cup, and I'm meaning the pure full-out reserves, and then just get smashed by the lower league teams, and it's kind of dumb. I noticed that with FM12. There's always these issues with the games that I notice, and you will notice when you play them a lot. I really barely know any of these players' names. I really don't. So there you go. I don't really know the players of Frankfurt and Augsburg from 10 years ago, but that's the goings on in Germany. In France, ladies and gentlemen, Ajaccio, if I pronounce that wrong, my apologies, Valenciennes, Stade Malherbe Caen, relegated, Auxerre struggling, Rennes struggling, Montpellier, some big teams here, Lille in 12th, not great, Bordeaux in 8th, Toulouse in 5th, Paris, I don't know when the takeover. I mention this every time with these Football Manager games. There's a loan debt there, so yeah, they've not got the money yet. It might have been a year or so after this. Oh, pardon me. Lyon in 2nd and Marseille win the league. 30 goals for Lisandro Lopez, ladies and gentlemen. 7 caps for Argentina. I vaguely remember the name. Lacazette, a young Alexandre Lacazette. Still got the pace, but not much else. Who scored the goals for Marseille? It's Loic Remy. Bloody hell, look at that. 26 goals in all competitions, 25 years of age. Not great technicals, but this is the French league. Maybe not needed as much as some other leagues. Andre Ayew. Look at this as well, 11 million. You can still get some bargains. There's a real cut-off point in this game when you could get the bargains before. In the more modern Football Managers, everyone's way too expensive. And that's just the truth of it, you know. It's not unrealistic. I don't know how or why, but around about this time, players just started getting a lot more expensive in world football. And probably about the time a wage cap should have come in. I mean, look at Cesar Azpilicueta here, 30 grand a week, but only worth 4.2 million. But he's got to be one of the best fullbacks in the game. You can get yourself a real bargain, probably pick him up for about 15-20 million. Not bad at all, ladies and gentlemen. Jordan Ayew up front as well. And of course, Rod Fanny. Let's check out the French Cup. Is this it? Is this its proper name? Coupe de la Ligue? Or is this like the League Cup? Marseille beat Lille, but I'm not sure. Yeah, oh yeah, it is. That's the one. So Marseille, it's a double. Valbuena, I always like watching him play because he was so diminutive. Dimitri Payet. Joe Cole went on loan to Lille from Liverpool. Bit of a disaster. His physicals dropped off. He's a great player back in his day, but yeah, not so by this time. Vincent Nyama. I'm sorry, guys, but I didn't know he went there. Is that real? It was real. Holy shit. Alrighty, yeah. Digne left Lille. I forgot he played for Lille. And now on to England. Really rushing this one, guys. This is the last one that I'm doing. And as I always say, I can tell you guys a bit more what happened in England, I think. Swansea weren't relegated. I don't think Wigan were relegated. I think Bolton finally were relegated after a long time in the Premier League. They've not been back since. QPR might have been relegated. I'm not sure. Blackburn might have been relegated. Norwich, I think, were relegated. So I'm going to say Norwich, Bolton and QPR. I might be wrong though, guys, so my apologies. Stoke in 6. This is about the time that Stoke were a really imperious, difficult team to play against. We've got Sunderland in 5th as well. Tottenham getting that last Champions League slot. Manchester United in 3rd. Liverpool in 2nd. And Manchester City winning the league as they did. This was the year where Martin Tyler had his infamous orgasm, and Liverpool is 2nd, but I think they shit the bed that season. I think it was pretty awful. Andy Carroll, the ultimate meme, and Luis Suarez was incredible, but I think that's what's probably gotten Liverpool into 2nd position. I've not checked yet, but I'm going to guess that's what it is. And Manchester United ran Manchester City all the way playing nowhere near as good football, but just kept winning because, Sir Alex Ferguson just allowed them to do that somehow. And yeah, but just pipped to the title. And Arsenal and Chelsea here, guys. Look at this, 7th and 8th respectively. Now, this was the season that Chelsea won the Champions League, but they finished 6th in real life. They finished 8th here, and I doubt they've won anything either. Bloody awful. Now, Torres, obviously, he had a torrid time at Chelsea. Drogba, bit past his best. And Lukaku, obviously, really, if we're being honest, if he'd have stayed at Chelsea, he could have blasted in hundreds of goals in real life. Now, he's just about past his best whilst he's there. I don't think they should have bought him. But, yeah, he never quite did it for Chelsea, unfortunately. A real turning point for Chelsea here. We've got Ashley Cole and John Terry and Lampard close to being past the best. And, they evolved and stayed competitive and won some titles still, which can't be said of Arsenal. This is the last year of Robin Van Persie before his move to Manchester United, and really struggling here. I remember they got a few hammerings this season. The team is nowhere near as good, and they're really struggling now compared to the Invincible era. Some great names. Alex Song was a very, very good deep line playmaker. A lot of assists for Van Persie around about this time. And Tottenham, Adebayor, where is he? On loan from Manchester City, always blasting in goals, most overrated player in the game by far for about 3 or 4 seasons in a row. Van der Vaart, Gareth Bale ready to come world class, a younger Kyle Walker with pace to burn. Ladies and gentlemen, Manchester United with Wayne Rooney scoring nearly more goals than he played. Holy shit, Hernandez blasting in loads of goals. Not a lot of goals from midfield, probably why they've not quite won the league. They bought Mauricio Isla from Udinese. Yeah, Udinese have got a lot of good players in this game. A good balance of the team, but on this game, players like Phil Jones, Chris Smalling and the De Silvas, they go on to be world class, and it really sets the defence up for the next 10 years, where in reality, that was not to be the case. Although, obviously, De Gea was a great goalkeeper. And, yeah, but Patrice Evra 31, Ferdinand, Giggs, Scholes still there. Replacements need to be made. But ladies and gentlemen, Luis Suarez did score a lot of goals, 24 and 37, absolutely smashed it. But I'm really surprised. I think Liverpool have outperformed themselves here. I think they've done bloody amazing. Jordan Henderson, this is not the Jordan Henderson of the last 4 or 5 years though, where Klopp has just obviously managed to work wonders and make average players a lot better. It's just phenomenal. It's like sprinkling magic on these players. It's phenomenal how he does that. But yeah, Aga, Carragher coming to the end, Gerrard coming to the end, Stuart Downing, Maxi Rodriguez, Dirk Kuyt coming to the end, Andy Carroll. A rebuilding job was necessary, and after a few years more in the doldrums, boy, didn't they do it. But incredible for them to finish second. And in this game, Manchester City, they can sometimes be absolutely awful, but if they smash it, they're going to win the league. And they're sure at the goals. If you look here, Aguero, only 13 goals, but he's been helped out by Nasri with 18, Silva, Aguero, Zeko, Yaya Toure, who's absolutely amazing on this game. Vincent Kompany, it's an absolutely incredible team, and they've deservedly won the Premier League. League Cup here, been talking quite a lot of shit in this one. West Brom beat Manchester City, well, that's a turn up for the Bucks. Fair play to West Brom. Let's have a look at the FA Cup, who won it in real life that year. Oh, God, it's weird. I can remember some of the older seasons more so than the newer seasons, so I don't know, I'm afraid, guys. But what I do know is within 22 minutes, we're 4 goals here. Manchester United finishing 3rd in the league, but they've won the FA Cup 3-1 over Tottenham Hotspur. It was quite an exciting, quick final, to be sure. Now I just need to see a team who last season were in the, there we go, Europa League. Sporting Lisbon beat Roma 2-0. Ricky van Wolfswinkel, remember this guy? He moved to Norwich a few years after this, and he was one of the worst strikers the Premier League's ever seen, but he ripped it up in other leagues. Goodness gracious, we've seen that a lot, haven't we? But yeah, I would have expected Roma to beat them, but not to be. And who we're saying for the Champions League? Oh, actually, I tell a lie. I know who's won the Champions League. Because, ladies and gentlemen, they've fast-tracked them. They've fast-tracked them big time. Manchester City did win the Premier League that season, but they certainly didn't win the Champions League. They've still never won it. Not yet, anyway. But Manchester City beating Real Madrid 2-0. And they had more possession, but less shots. Some incredible talent on shore there. Ganzo, I remember this guy. Never went on to be incredible. I mean, bloody hell, he's younger than me by a month, so he's 31. Carlos Tevez on the bench. Strength in depth indeed. And is this the first season where 7 subs were allowed in the Premier League? Let's just have a look at a Premier League match and find out. But yeah, ladies and gentlemen, absolutely fantastic. Yeah, it was. Skin, fantastic depth. I love the balance of this game. They added more features that you can speak to your players and the tone of your voice when you're giving team talks and shit like that, but it doesn't get in the way of the game. It's the best depth, and for me, it's the best Football Manager ever. It's a classic. 10 years old now. And yeah, I wish, I could just click my fingers and there'd be a updated version. There's the dark skin, by the way, but I don't like that darker skin. I prefer the lighter skin. Yeah, click my fingers and there'd be an updated version, FM12, but with modern rosters and all that shit. But here's Flexion skin for 2012, so it's going to look like FM7. There's a few issues with this skin, a few things that don't work as they should, if I'm being honest with you guys. But come on, load the bloody thing up. There you go. Oh my lord. Now, it just looks a bit dark, but this looks totally like FM7, doesn't it? So this is pretty fucking cool, man. It's just that it's a bit too dark, in my opinion. Not so much blur. It is a bit blurry. The text's a bit blurry. It's a shame. But there is another variant of the Flex skin here. Where is it? Flexion 12. Flex 12. So yeah, guys, CM4 and CMO 304 to come later in the year. It's been nice to do these, something a bit different for the channel. Lots of different consecutive Football Manager videos, but this is the last one. I'm not going to bother with 2013 onwards, because they just all blur into one for me after that. Come on. Oh yeah, look at this one. This is unique. It's kind of got an FM07 skin, but its own flavour. I'm very picky with the skins though. I like the colour coordination here, but there's something I don't like about it. Pretty sick actually. But thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you soon. Bye bye.